Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first formal makeup tutorial for you guys, and formal season is now upon us in Australia. So I am super excited to be getting this video out for you today. I really love how it turned out. It's definitely one of the darker kind of makeup looks that I'll be doing for this tutorial and for the formal tutorials that I will be doing. It's a really nice combination of like chocolatey browns and glitter. I just love how it turned out, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So we're going to begin with primer. Now primer is definitely a must. It is like a must have. You cannot go past it. You have to use primer on any kind of social event. So right now I'm mixing two together. So right now I'm using my L'Oreal Skin Perfection primer. This is a really nice pore filling primer, and then over the top of that, this one is optional. If you do have oilier skin or combination skin, I wouldn't recommend using this one because it is a light reflecting primer. It's by L'Oreal. It's their LUMI MAGIQUE. I'm just going to blend that in with my fingers. And as for foundation today, you really want to go for something that has either no SPF or very low SPF. This one is by Arbonne. It's the Perfecting Liquid Foundation in the color Honey Beige. This just has a very low SPF. I find that it doesn't have any flashback or anything. It doesn't give me a white cast, which is definitely what you were after. And you also want to blend this right down your neck as well, so there is no harsh lines. And I've decided to use a beauty blender today to blend everything out. So for concealer, I'm choosing two today. So for my actual concealer underneath the eyes, just to counteract anything, I've decided to go with one of my favorites, which is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. This is a really nice concealer because it doesn't crease at all, and it just lasts ages. The pigmentation is fantastic. It just covers everything that it needs to, and I'm just going to run that underneath my eyes and blend that out with my beauty blender again. And then for my highlighting concealer, I've gone with the Collection, it's the Collection Lasting Perfection, I think it's called, concealer. It's really nice. It's quite a light color, so I'm using this just to highlight today, and I'm just going to run that on the high point. So I'm doing it quite dramatically under the eyes, on the forehead, on the nose, on the cupid's bow, and also on the chin. And again, I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender so there are no harsh lines. Now for bronzer, I've decided to go for today for a liquid and also a powder, just to make it a little bit more dramatic. So this one is by L'Oreal. It is the GLAM bronzer. It is really nice. It's a liquid consistency, like you can see. And I'm just going to dab this all along my forehead, on my temples, and also on my just along my cheekbones as well, and also along the nose as well. And what this is going to do is just give a really nice base to our bronzer. It's just a really nice subtle way of bronzing, and because I will be powdering over top of it, it's just going to make it look a little bit more subtle. And the point that I'm using for this liquid bronzer is just to make me look a little bit more sun-kissed and just a little bit more naturally tanned, I suppose. But it's really nice, but you don't have to use this if you don't want to. You can just use a powder if you want to, but I would highly recommend using a bronzer on the actual day. It photographs beautifully, and it just gives your face a little bit more dimension and a little bit more depth and just a little bit more color as well. And of course, I'm just contouring my nose just to slim it down just a little bit as well. Now to set all of this in place, I'm using two different powders. So the one that I'm going to be using first is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. This is just a really nice translucent powder with light reflecting particles in it. This is just going to help brighten up my under eye area and just make it look really nice and awake, but it doesn't look too white on flashbacks. It's translucent, so it doesn't come up at all. And then just to set everything else on the rest of my face, I'm just using my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder in the color Deepest Natural, I think it's called. It's just a really nice, quite heavy coverage powder. This is just going to ensure that my makeup doesn't move all day. And then I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. Now eyebrows, I really cannot stress enough to you guys how important eyebrows are, especially on a special event. It just makes your makeup look so much better. It just frames your face and it just looks so nice. And honestly, I really wish that my eyebrows got filled in properly on my formal. So hopefully you guys don't make the same mistake as I do and you fill in your eyebrows, and I promise you, you will thank me for it. It's just a really nice just looking eyebrow. I'm just obsessed with filling my eyebrows, so just fill them in and you will definitely thank me for it. And I'm just going to set those in place with the Essence Brow Gel in Clear. Now for my eyes, I've decided to go for more cream sticks, and I'm just going to blend those out. Now these two are from the Mercier, I think that's how you say it, Christmas Cavier set, and these are really, really nice. They're the Caviar sticks, and they are just creamy and beautiful, and I just love these. And this color is in the color Cocoa or Cacao, I don't know how to say it. It's just a really nice, deep, rich chocolate brown shade. There's not a lot of shimmer in it at all. It's just a really flat kind of color, but I'm just going to put this all over the eye and just blend that out with a brush. Now I find that these set really, really quickly, so you need to work relatively fast with these. So what I'm going to do is just blend that out as well as I can, and then take a clean blending brush, which I have now, and just blend out the edges just so there is no harsh lines. And I'm also going to blend out the bottom lash line as well. And for the highlight shade, this one is called Rose Gold. This is a really nice champagne-y pink shade, and I'm just going to run that on my inner corner and also on my brow bone. So for the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this palette by Too Faced. This is A Few of My Favorite Things palette, and the first shade that I'm taking is in the color Milk Chocolate, or Chocolate Milk, I think it's called. Yeah, Chocolate Milk it's called. It's a really nice mid-tone brown, and I'm just going to run that onto my crease area and also run that along my lower lash line just to give it a little bit more definition and just to smoke it out just a little bit. And it's just a really, really nice matte shade just to blend everything out. Now to deepen it up just a little bit more, I'm using this color, the cutest name ever, Woolen Mittens. This is a little bit more of a cooler tone brown, and I'm just going to run that focusing on the outer corner just to deepen it up just that little bit more. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you find that the Caviar stick is dark enough for you, you can totally skip that step. But for my glitter, I'm so obsessed with this. This is so pretty. This is by NYX. It's their Roll-On Shimmer in the color Walnut. This is a really nice kind of taupey, silvery, purpley kind of brown shade with silver glitter in it. It is so pretty. I can't even deal with it. It is beautiful. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of eyeliner on. Today I've opted for a pencil, which is quite creamy and can be blended out really easily, and I'm just going to go over the top of that with a dark brown eyeshadow. But the eyeliner that I've decided to use today is by Arbonne, and this is their I don't actually know what it's called actually. Now that I think of it, I'm not too sure of the name, but I will have it linked in the description box as well. But I'm just going to do a small kind of cat eye, and like I said, I'm just going to blend that out with a dark brown eyeshadow. And this particular color in that same palette is called Dark Chocolate, and it's just a really nice, very warm tone dark brown shade, kind of reddy based. It's really pretty, but I'm just going to blend that out very subtly so it's not as harsh as what we first applied it. I just wanted to blend it out just a little bit, just so it was a little bit more smoky and a little bit more blended out. Now for mascara, I am going to be doing a couple of coats of mascara, and of course I'm going to be putting on falsies. But for the first mascara that I want to use is by L'Oreal. Actually, both of them are by L'Oreal. This first one that I'm using though is in the, I think it's called So Couture. It's in a purple packaging. It's really nice for a little bit more volume and a little bit of length. So that's why I'm opting for two different mascaras, because this one is definitely better for volume, and this one is the Butterfly Wings mascara. It gives you a lot of natural length as well. So I'm going to run that on my top and bottom lashes. And I did put on lashes, but I unfortunately didn't get that on film, but I did put on just a random pair of eyelashes that are really natural looking. And then for my bronzer, I am using one of the bronzers in the Too Faced palette, and this is in the color Chocolate Soleil, and it's just a really nice warm tone bronzer. And I'm just going to put that exactly where we put the liquid bronzer, not only just to set it a little bit more, but also just to redefine it, because I did lose a little bit of that color from the powder. And for my blush, again, I'm using one from the palette, and this is in the color Into the Spring, or sorry, Melt Into Spring. It is a really nice peachy pink shade, and if you have a tan, this is going to suit you so well, it's not even funny. So definitely just put on a little bit of blush just to define those cheeks a little bit more. And of course you want to put on a little bit of highlighter just to give you a beautiful glow, and today I'm using MAC Soft and Gentle, which is of course one of my favorites. It is a cult favorite, and if you don't own it, you have to pick it up. This stuff is amazing. amazing. And I'm just going to put that on my cheekbones, on my temples, nose, forehead, and on my cupid's bow as well. And for my lips, I have opted for a nudie pink, which I find a lot of people do want when I do their makeup. So I've decided to go for this really nice combo. So this lip liner that I'm using is by Rimmel. It is their newest color, and it's in the color Eastern Snob 63. It is a really nice dusty pink shade, and I find that it does suit a lot of my pink lipsticks. So for the lipstick, I have also opted for a matte lipstick. This one I don't find is too drying. It's a nice combination of matte and kind of like a satin finish. It's really, really nice. It's by Australis, and it's their, I think it's called Go Longwear, I think it's called, lipstick in the color Preppy. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I personally loved how it turned out. I think it looks really, really pretty, and it's going to suit a lot of people. So congratulations to everyone who is graduating, and I hope you have an amazing formal. Be safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.